Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Restoration of lapsed patents. There will be instances where a patent may become lapsed for non-payment of fee. Now, patents can cease to have effect by reason of failure to pay the renewal fee on time. There is a procedure to revive or to restore those patents which have lapsed or which have ceased. Section 60 deals with the provisions under which you can restore a lapsed patent. Where a patent has ceased to have effect by reason of a failure to pay the renewal fee within the period prescribed, the patent or his legal representative, and where the patent is held by two or more people with the leave of the controller, one or more of them without joining with others, may within 18 months from the date of the patent cease to have effect make an application for restoration. So, the restoration application has to be made 18 months from the date on which the patent ceased. Now, the application should contain a statement verified in the prescribed manner, fully setting out the circumstances which led to the failure to pay the prescribed fee, and may require the applicant for such evidence. The controller can ask for further evidence. Now, there is a procedure which is mentioned in section 61. Now, if the controller is satisfied, prima facie satisfied that the failure to pay the renewal fee was unintentional and there has been no undue delay in making the application, he shall publish the application in the prescribed manner, and within the prescribed period any person interested may give notice of opposition. Again, if a patent gets lapsed or it ceases for non-payment of fee, then the controller will have to publish that and allow oppositions. If somebody opposes it, then there will be an opposition procedure based on that. Now, the grounds on which a person, any interested person, can oppose are very limited. One, the opponent can say that the failure to pay the renewal fee was not intentional, it was deliberate, and there has been an undue delay in making the application. So, these are the grounds on which the opposition can be made. The controller shall notify the applicant, shall give him and the opponent an opportunity to be heard before deciding the case. If no notice of opposition is given within the period, the decision is in favor of the applicant. The controller shall, upon payment of the unpaid renewal fee, so you need to pay the unpaid renewal fee and such additional fee as may be prescribed, restore the patent. 4. The controller may, if he thinks fit, as a condition for restoring the patent, require that an entry shall be made in the register of any document or matter which under the provisions of the Act shall be entered in the register which has not been so entered. So, the controller can, as a condition for restoration, make an entry in the register. Now, what happens during the time the patent remains lapsed or the patent is ceased? Now, when the patent is ceased for non-payment of fees, the patent cannot be enforced, meaning which during the time in which renewal fee was not paid or the patent was in the condition of being lapsed, you cannot enforce it, you cannot file a suit for infringement, and you cannot claim damages with regard to infringement acts that could have happened during that period. When a patent is restored, the rights of a patentee shall be subject to the provisions as may be prescribed as the controller thinks fit to impose the protection or compensation of persons who may have begun to avail themselves or have taken definite steps by contract or otherwise to avail themselves of a patented invention between the date when the patent ceased to have effect and the date of publication of the application for restoration. So, the controller can impose protection or compensation of persons who started working, because the persons who understood that the patent has lapsed, when a patent lapses, it falls into the public domain. So, those persons who had taken some action, definite steps by contract or otherwise to avail themselves of the patented invention, the controller can take some measures the controller thinks fit to impose for the protection or compensation of persons who could be affected by the fact that the patent is now restored. 62.2 states that no suit or proceeding shall be commenced or prosecuted in respect of infringement of a patent committed between the date on which the patent ceased to have effect and the date of publication. So, the date on which the patent ceased to have effect and the date on which the patent was the publication restoration of patent was published, there cannot be any action for infringement or any proceeding based on the lapsed patent. Now, restoration of lapsed patent, the rules, the corresponding rules are rules 84. Restoration application for restoration is filed in form 15 and it has to be published. Now, opposition, again a notice of opposition is given in form 14 within 2 months from the date of publication of the application. A copy of the notice of opposition shall be sent by the controller to the applicant, and the provisions rules 57 to 63, the same as post grant opposition procedure, shall apply. Now, payment of unpaid renewal fees, rule 86. Where the controller decides in favor of the applicant shall pay the unpaid renewal fees and the additional fees specified in first schedule within a month from the order of the controller. The controller shall also publish his decision.